If the Lions can successfully blend Morton's tweaks with the foundation Johnson laid, while leaning on their dynamic offensive weapons, there's every reason to believe they'll still be one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. Stability at the top makes a big difference. For LaPorta and the rest of the locker room, one of the biggest reasons for confidence is the consistency in leadership. Dan Campbell and GM Brad Holmes are still at the top, setting the tone and culture. It goes hand in hand with the players that are out there, of course, winning the game, LaPorta said. People always say it's a player's game. Brad Holmes has been the best at finding guys in the league that fit the culture in Detroit and are damn good football players at the end of the day, as well. LaPorta's message is clear. The Lions aren't starting over. They're building on what they already have. And with guys like Campbell and Holmes steering the ship, he feels like the locker room is in great hands. A top 5 offense 3 years in a row. Can it continue? Let's not forget, under Ben Johnson, the Lions' offense has been elite. We're talking top 5 in both points scored and total yards in each of the last 3 seasons. That's no small feat. So yes, there are some questions heading into the 2025 season. Can John Morton replicate, or even improve upon, Johnson's success? How will the play calling change, especially with more vertical passing? Can the Lions still dominate with Frank Ragnow gone and other shifting pieces? But based on what we're hearing from players like LaPorta, confidence is high. The locker room believes in Morton, believes in the system, and believes in the leadership from the top down. Final thoughts. No panic in Detroit. Every time a successful coordinator leaves, there's always concern. Will the new guy live up to expectations? Will the offense take a step back? But if Sam LaPorta's words are anything to go by, the Lions are in good hands. John Morton may be new to the OC title in Detroit, but he's been around the NFL long enough to know what works. He's got the respect of the players, the support of the coaching staff, and the leadership of Dan Campbell backing him up. And maybe, just maybe, the Lions' offense is about to hit another gear in 2025. Lions T. Sam LaPorta calls new OC John Morton a brilliant mind. The Detroit Lions are gearing up for training camp, and while fans are excited about what's ahead, there's a big question mark heading into the 2025 season. How will the offense look without Ben Johnson running the show? Ben Johnson, the architect of one of the league's top offenses the past few years, is gone. But stepping in is John Morton, a familiar face in Detroit who's now taking over as offensive coordinator. And if you ask tight end Sam LaPorta, fans shouldn't worry at all. He's very confident in Morton's abilities. Johnny M.O. is gonna call the offense great. In a recent interview with Jim Rome, LaPorta didn't hold back his praise. It might be a little bit different, LaPorta said. Fortunately, we kept a couple of our position coaches. Specifically, our offensive line coach. We promoted Hank Fraley to our run game coordinator. So, fortunate for me, we have the same run game system this year, same verbiage, which, as you can imagine, is a lot. But Johnny M.O., pass game coordinator his whole life. Brilliant mind, I think he's gonna call the offense great. That's high praise coming from one of the league's top young tight ends, especially considering Morton has only called plays for one full season in the NFL, when he was with the New York Jets in 2017. But what Morton does bring is plenty of experience coaching in passing attacks. He spent the last 2 seasons as the passing game coordinator in Denver and was part of the Lions staff in 2022 as a senior offensive assistant. Offense will look a little different, but familiar faces remain. The Lions might have lost Johnson, but they held on to some key pieces that should make the transition a lot smoother. Most notably, offensive line coach Hank Fraley is sticking around, and he's being promoted to run game coordinator. That's a big deal, especially with veteran center Frank Ragnow retiring this offseason. We kept our O-line coach, LaPorta emphasized. And that's huge because we're keeping the same run game system. Same language. That helps a ton. So while Morton might tweak some things, especially in the passing game, the Lions are still relying on a lot of the core offensive system that helped them dominate in recent years. Will Morton stretch the field more? While we don't have all the details about Morton's playbook just yet, There's been some chatter about potential changes, like pushing the ball more vertically downfield. That could be exciting for fans who want to see Jared Goff take a few more deep shots, or for playmakers like Jameson Williams to really shine. Running back Jahmyr Gibbs has already hinted that his role is changing, too. He's been splitting out wide more in practice, possibly signaling more creative usage under Morton.